You know what? Recently, I had a conversation with some friends about what's the easiest sport to play. And obviously, baseball and soccer came up pretty quickly, but I am fully convinced that volleyball is the easiest sport to play. That's right. Volleyball is the easiest sport to play. That's right. I think volleyball. Yeah, volleyball. It's the easiest sport that anybody can ever play. What's up, guys? Frosty here. Since y'all like my last video on me ranting, I'm just gonna do the exact same thing. And as I said in the intro, today's topic is about volleyball. It's the easiest sport, in my opinion, that you could ever possibly play. And before I begin, I'm not making this video to offend anyone. As a matter of fact, if I do offend any volleyball players, I'm really sorry. So, with that out of the way and making that point clear, let's get started. Now, I know what you guys are all thinking. Frosty, how can we be talking about volleyball? You're just a basketball player. Well, first of all, you're right. I am a basketball player, but I'm also pretty gross at volleyball. I'm a pretty good player, I guess. I picked up the sport during my freshman year. And the only reason why I started playing volleyball in the first place was because of an anime called Haikyuu, which is probably the reason everybody's playing volleyball because it just came out and instantly it just became the most popular sport in not only Japan but like in most places in Canada. And volleyball gets pretty talked about nowadays. Another thing with volleyball, it's pretty easy to learn. Most athletes who shift to the sport can easily become good at this. Take my entire high school volleyball team. All these guys you see on here have never even seen or laid their hands on a volleyball prior to even attending high school. This is because in volleyball, you only need three things to be somewhat decent. You just need to be coordinated, have height, depending on what position you play, and having hops, which I have only two of these. Take a guess on which one I don't have. Another thing, the rules are pretty simple, which helps newcomers adapt to the sport. Just don't let the ball touch the floor. First team to 25 wins the set. Here's where things get tricky, though. In my country, Canada, good old Canada, we do best 3 out of 5. And if you get to the third, I think it's no, it's fifth set. Fifth set, you go to 15 because the other ones are 25. This is kind of like our version, or sorry, volleyball's version of overtime. But in some levels of competition, they do best 2 out of 3, with the third one being overtime. Other than that, the other rules, you just don't touch the net, don't grab the ball, obviously, and as long as you're not doing that, you're pretty good. Oh, and also if you're serving, don't step over the line. People get pretty pissed at that rule. Also, next thing I want to mention, in volleyball, you rarely move a lot unless you're a setter. But then again, not everyone's a good setter. If you don't know what a setter is, you're basically like the point guard of volleyball, I guess you could say. It's easier than soccer unless you play goalie. If you're a goalie, yo, any goalies watching this, I love y'all because I was a goalie. Anyways, back to the point. In volleyball, you have a very short court compared to other sports because in basketball you got a medium-sized court, I guess you could say, depending on what you're comparing it to. You got football. Football, you don't run. You run for short durations, depending on if your play works or not. And yeah, volleyball's like the shortest court you play on in any organized sport in high school, I think. Unless you count wrestling, but that's like individual sport. I'm talking about team sports. The point is, in volleyball, you have a very short court, and you're not moving around a lot, unless you're in the front row, or if you're making a clutch dive like my boy Nishinoya from Haikyuu. I mean, you can still move a lot. Take my boy Matt Tremblay as an example. He is our setter, so he's our point guard for those hoopers who are watching. Even though he's good at his job, depending on the pass, he probably runs the most on our team. And just look at this guy. He never sweats, like at all, during our games. And he runs the most. He's never even out of breath. Although, if you ask him to hit cardio with you at the gym, he'll probably fucking kill you. Anyways, if you guys watched to this point, thank you a lot. And to all the volleyball players that watched this video, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Volleyball being easy isn't a bad thing. Hopefully, some of you guys watching this might give volleyball a try like I did, and maybe you'll find something you'll like. Anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and let's try to get to 500. Sound like a good idea? Subscribe. Anyways, have a good day, y'all. Be good people.